Welcome back, everyone. Oh, Zenzu's still here. Let me just get down there. I give you SKALD against the Black Priory. There it is. Hit me first. Welcome back, Aero. Okay, we just napped. Welcome back, Isa. Good night. Dreams, I love you. Whoa, it's Isa. Welcome back, Cassidy. He just napped. We're also inspired. That's what the arrow means, not level up, like I thought for a second. Okay, I'm remembering what we were doing. Lighthouse Man wants us to go beat up a sword in the cave. Got a journal. From the back of the Santa Fury. From the center of the three, the Santa Fury made her flight, setting out to hide her booty, all within the lighthouses. 2 leagues south began her trip, 5 east, the captain cried. 4 more north, our valiant ship. Our plunder we shall hide. Land ahoy, went up the roar. We lay our treasure there. Into the rising sun 3 more. Then dig and have no fear. I have no idea what that means. Fate of the Santa Fe. Keep her dark. Entrance to the cave is under the broken bridge. Okay, that's extremely helpful. Over the broken bridge. Eggs. I was like kind of scared coming back to this game because I remember things were not going great. But seeing everyone looking so determined, it's put me in a... It's made me feel motivated too. Can I just jump down? That's safe. Bridgehead is broken. Perhaps you can jump the gap. That sounds unsafe. Ew. We found a fork and some gold. There was a sword in here that was apparently driving the lighthouse keeper's assistant crazy. He was whispering to him in his dream. We're going to remember to hide. It didn't go so well. But at least we remembered to trap. We still have 0 arrows. Give him the old thrust and parry. Hopefully our defensive wall is too great. Unfortunately, there's no like diagonal attacks, otherwise I would absolutely have them both focusing on the same one, by the way. There's no way I can reach around like that. Oh, you can shift! Well, that's awful. But maybe good? That is not what I wanted at all. Okay. But does that take your whole turn or something? Well, that might have messed up everything. At least we, learned. Here, I'll thrust and parry. See, that was all on purpose so that Ally could get the killing blow on that and thus inspire everybody. Cat goes next, so honestly, I'm just gonna get the heck out of the way. Disengages, that's wonderful, thank you, that's exactly what I wanted. Now I can't get behind it like I wanted. Still got a crit. That counts. It was a backstab in spirit. That could have gone worse. If I knew party comp leading into this, I was kind of torn between the character I chose and the paladin analog champion. Knowing the party comp you end up with early game, I might have gone with the champion. Because we are 3 melee characters with no caster. Sprawled on the ground ahead of you lies the mangled body of a man. Stacked high against the walls behind the poor fellow are crates of goods, and you have a feeling you've stumbled upon a smuggler's hide. One that's seen fairly recent use. Items? Loot? Ah, right here. Smuggler's Journal. I hate these jobs. Dropped off and told to guard the cargo until it can be collected. And whilst the bastards up in the northern cave are living the good life, I'm stuck in this hole. I sometimes think the Imperial dungeons would be preferable. We explored the cave today and found what appears to be an underwater tunnel on one of the dead ends. Brandon insisted we try to swim it, but I can think of no worse nightmare than being lost in the dark underwater. Same? Very fair? I told him as much, and he got agitated. He yelled something about dreaming of an ancient relic. I have no idea what he's on about. Golden dead! Britton got attacked by a crab the size of a warhound today. Nearly took his leg off. Neither of us have seen anything like it before, and we can only pray it was alone. Hope the ship won't be delayed much longer. Brent is gone. I know in my heart he's gone into the underwater tunnel. Madness. Shapes are moving in the dark now, no way out, and no one is coming for me. Light is failing. Mother. I like the explanation for the, this game uses, like, giant animals, and they, like, justify it. I'm going to force it open, because our thieves' tools are limited. Try it again. Thing is, it's hard to pick too. Like, it's actually harder to pick for our party because Cat's got 4 thievery, which is good, but it's not as good as 6 athletics. Success! We have done 1 damage to it. Oh, it's taking HP each time it fails. We should stop this. So it takes your stamina every time you fail to the force, but it takes Thieves' Tool pick. It's so not wise to keep down this path. Cat, pick it open. You have 0 Thieves' Tools. We just need to do that 3 more times. Okay, I'll do a couple. Okay, that was a huge mistake. It wasn't even a huge mistake, it was a lot of small mistakes that I just kept insisting on repeating. Here's creature. Throw your weapons and go to combat. Stealth. We are not still stealthed. Good to know. It looks like you super need the feat to begin combat stealthed, if you want to do that. You're so good at lockpicking. Thank you for saying so. I didn't realize this was an obstacle. We'll send him in. They're defenseless. Get them. Oh, I see. That targets, and then you can hit the attack button. So I'm understanding the game. Can't reach target. Thank you for telling me. Can you reach that one? No. It looks like you can. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It looks like he can reach the target to me. I'm not like an expert or anything. They're defenseless. Does defenseless... I couldn't see if defenseless meant vulnerable. Okay, but they were not in range for. Disengages. I forget about disengage. You can't actually walk past somebody like that. This was a practice run. Why? Okay. It gave me control when they should not have. But it's okay, they didn't actually let me do anything. It appears they explode when you kill them. An error was logged. Combat resolution appears hung in state. Combat resolve. Report this message to the dev. Well, it looks like I messed the combat up so bad it broke everything. Anyway, let's check out this cave. We can actually sneak all the way around. Well, like, the way around. We were too distracted looking. Oh, forwards, everyone. An event. Stab. Not quite a kill, unfortunately. Okay, it has 2 wounds. Which that's 2 wounds remaining. So I think I automatically kill it with my dagger if I hit it. I would actually rather have Cat disengage over here. Or I guess just disengage right there, because that's how that works. Because when I kill something, everyone gets a buff. Disengages. I did not mean to do that, but that's fine, actually. Actually, that's really good. I keep thinking full action means you don't get to attack, but apparently not in this game. I see that went way better this time for everyone except for Roland. And we won't do the chest this time. Oot. I'll read this just in case the game cares. Pick up an additional lantern. You can probably stealth easier if we didn't have a lantern. Oh, it automatically shields your lantern. That's handy. Oh. Oh, smugglery. They have a loading door. I didn't see those guys. They snuck up on me. I think they actually snuck up on me. That's why Roland's here. But I can deploy behind them. This is weird. Backstab. Since you brought me a coffee. Thank you. It's a Milo. Oh my god. And it's hot. Alerted. I really want to get like mobility on her so she can attack and move. That would be the bomb. We're no longer flanking because you automatically move onto defeated enemies. So on it today. In this reality. Not the one where we all brutally died and the game broke. They're running. Makes them easier to backstab. I guess we snuck up on them. Wait, Roland leveled up. Lost hand. That is a full round. I don't understand what that means. To me, a full round action means it takes your whole turn, no movement, no attacking, but I seem to keep being allowed to do extra things when I... Okay, so he's all in on two-handed, but I can also go sword. What about a two-handed sword? How does the game feel about that? Heavy blade. That's so incredibly cool of you. I mean, right now he's on a sword. It'd be pretty cool to get him on it. He's got 3 new points. But more accuracy never hurt anybody. I'll need to invest all 3 to get blade damage. You'd also get thrust and parry, which would help with his inkiness, which we keep asking of him despite giving him nothing. But you know what? Also, toughness, I believe, is fortitude saves. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna give him blade damage. There we go. Did I nerd hard enough for everybody? Cool. This is a much easier chest. Athletics 6 versus difficulty 10. Get this thing open. Accurate, fine composite bow. +2 to hit. Heavy weapons can't be equipped by this class. It's a heavy weapon! No! That's fine, it's a composite bow anyway. Does that mean it gets, strength? Half strength to hit? Or half strength to damage? Let me see. But you can't equip it anyway. What happens when I try to equip it? Damage is 1 to 12. Damage for you is 3 to 14. So he's getting some kind of bonus. I think I gave him a little bit of archery. Bow accuracy, though. So yeah, the damage is, I suppose, strength. It means it combines all 3 colors into a single signal. Unlike a component bow, I see. There's only 1 cable to worry about. If we find a if we find an HDMI bow, then it would be an upgrade for him. A tunnel. You're the best at athletics. You want to swim underwater? Find yourself at the opening of a narrow underwater tunnel and wonder how long you can hold your breath. Do you dive in? In the faint bioluminescence of the cave's bizarre underwater flora, you make out 3 passages. North and east takes you further into the cave system, while west leads back to the surface. West leads back to the surface? Go. You break the surface and find yourself back in the cave system where you started. For all its bleakness, none of us feel a sense of relief. Understandable. I can't open this mid-dialogue, I think. But to be honest, I didn't hit J to try. From the center of the 3. I don't know if this is relevant. And also, I don't have... Sorry, I'm taking a screenshot. Where'd it go? We'll see if this continues to make sense. The center of the north one. A bend where the tunnel leads east or south. Sharp, limpet-like growths cover the wall, and you take care not to cut yourself as you squeeze past. 5 east. This chamber is flat with a low ceiling and 3 tunnels leading. 4 more north. This is wrong. This is wrong and we're all going to die. The numbers are relevant. I believe it goes 1 to... Sorry. Can I open it? You? No, I can't open it. They give the directions in an order, don't they? Let's not die. Let's do our best. And not die here. I didn't get the whole thing, I just got the first part. Yeah, so it says start 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got that one too. Even though I feel like I can remember it, I don't want to try. it overwrote the other one that I got. This is terrible. I used to keep a streaming pin just for this. Okay, well, the only part I'm missing is the center, the start. Dive in. Swim north. From the center, we make our flight. 2 leagues south, we begin our trip. Three more than dig and have no fear. Wait. That doesn't make sense. Into the rising sun. Wait, there's sun coming out of the left. So west here. Wait, no, I didn't do that right. North and east takes you further into the cave system, while west leads you back to the surface. That's why there's light. From the center. 2 leagues south. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so maybe these don't have anything to do with each other. Chamber is flat with a low ceiling and 3 tunnels leading north, east, and west. The walls of this bulbous chamber are pockmarked with a dozen smaller tube-like holes leading deeper into the bedrock as you contemplate the folly of sticking your hand into one. The creature darts from one of the holes and bites into your flesh with tiny razor-sharp fangs. You utter an underwater scream of pain and terror, but before you can act further, the creature's retreat back into one. We have learned north is bad here. You dive in. We're brute forcing this. North, east. East. Chamber is bathed in a greenish glow coming from the eastern tunnel. That leads to the surface, the western exit. A cave system. Eastern tunnel leads to the surface. I'll take it. Break the surface and emerge into an alien world. The air is stale and damp, and the walls are so covered in algae and fungus they almost appear to writhe. Oh boy. Sorry, I was hiding the screenshot. I had it over some important thing. You see desiccated corpse. You enter into a large chamber ahead, and the temperature drops noticeably. As the swirling dust and ghostly vapors subside, you make out the intimidating form of an ancient carved monolith. Painted on its face, you can make out the crude shape of a red spiral. Carefully arranged before the monolith lies 2 diminutive, desiccated corpses, and along the edges of the chamber stand strange urns of unknown design. The chamber has an aura of age beyond comprehension, and your head begins to spin as you realize you may be the first to set foot in it for millennia. You shouldn't be here, Cat whispered. Poke it. 2 desiccated corpses lie carefully placed on a carved stone slab. There's a deliberateness in their arrangement that gives the strong impression of forgotten secrets and ancient rituals. Scattered about the corpses are several strange-looking metal instruments. We'll examine the only has a score of 3, and I'm the best one there is. You can't back out once you attempt, but at least you can choose who does what, which is better than some RPGs recently. Carefully brushing away dust and cobwebs, you survey the oddly shaped instrument. Their shapes vary from small blades to hooks and other stranger form. You have no idea as to their purpose. You stand there pondering the strange scene before you. Your eyes fall on a wooden box. The weathered box crumbles as you touch it, revealing an ancient knife of exquisitely carved greenish stone. With trembling hands, you pick it up, and for a moment, the air around you seems to become charged with eldritch energies. Sounds die down, and your nostrils fill with a metallic tinge of ozone. No doubt, this is the object Matthias, the lighthouse keeper, asked you to retrieve. He asked me to retrieve the black blade. This is green. A sickly wet bubbling sound snaps you back into focus. All around you, the clay jars begin to stir, and then, one after another, they burst with loud cracks as a thick substance pours from them. To your horror, the viscous substance begins to move of its own volition towards you. I think this is actually fine. Move cat, like, over here. Forwards. It looks like I can still move and attack. Can I attack? Can't reach target, so I guess I can. If you would like to attack the slimes, turn to page 37. If you want to run away, turn to page 62. I don't know if I can run away. Maybe if I just keep going that way, but I'm not brave enough to try it. It's a good thing we're all using bladed weapons. They are resistant to slashing. Hopefully that's all. We are very poisoned. They are immune to backstab. That makes sense. They don't have backs or probably vital organs. At least we can flank them. Cat's down. We did not save. We do have... Can we actually just get in our bags and change weapons? Is that allowed? I've got Ancient Dagger. Magical, enchanted, piercing, light plate, melee, Ancient Dagger. Fun for baby dating game. Green collar, black collar. An Ancient Dagger carved from strange greenish stone looks almost ritual. In fact, it might be of what? Some value to someone with the right interest. Poison? One called Brett Michaels. Also a good dagger. Okay, I can just switch weapons, it turns out. It's not doing too much better because no one here is good at blunt weapons. You can see how running works. Not well, because you have to disengage. You can only 5-foot step. Lead singer for the band Poison. I haven't listened to enough Poison, but what I have heard I've liked. Honest. You sneak up on them? Their status is ready, so I guess not. No, last time we actually did sneak up on them. Oh, this is going much worse. I'm starting to feel like maybe we should look for better equipment and more party members. You know what? We will absolutely get your Black Blade for you. Eventually. Totally. 1000%. Game seems hard. To be fair, it says that normal is the intended difficulty, but when you start a game, the default difficulty that it starts you on is E. So I wonder if the dev agrees. But it's also, you know, like save scum, so I can't complain too hard. If it auto-saved like after a combat loss, like if this was a Souls-like, I guess is what it'd be kind of yes. But I can just like retry the same combat over and over and then back out of it with no consequences if I remember to save first. Heading along the cliffs is a lone surviving member of the Zephyr crew. Dead emperors, they killed them all. Stabbed old Nino right in the throat. Need to find somewhere to hide. Okay, well, go to the lighthouse. Why can't I tell him to go to the lighthouse? Where there's a lonely old man who would love to take care of him. What's this? Broken bodies and debris litter the rocky shores of Idra. In the distance, you can make out what appears to be the remains of the Zephyr's Hall. Wait. Where he came from? No. There's fish here. Steelfish? It's okay to steal steelfish. It's right in the name. A small group of exhausted figures sit huddled around a small campfire. You recognize them immediately as a small group of survivors from the Zephyr. One of the men suddenly notices you, and the men stumble to their feet, smiling at you and waving you over with their meager fire. Approach... Why would I attack them? Approach peacefully. Hi. One of the wretched survivors from the Zephyr. The man looks torn, tattered, and exhausted. As you approach, the sailor offers a tired but grateful smile. Talk to Snow if you want something. A gaunt-faced man that looks like he spent more years at sea than ashore stands before you. If you recall, this was the Zephyr's first mate. I thought I found the first mate dead, but okay. You remember his crewmates calling him Snow. He offers a smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes as you approach. Greet the man, do not attack. I'm not expected to see you alive, mercenary. I'm not a mercenary? Oh wait, no, I am. I'm a mercenary, but nobody knows I have personal beef. I'm like the one who hired a bunch of mercenaries. And was hired to hire them. But you stood up for us on the Zephyr. I sure did. And you saved the lives of some of my men, so I'm glad you made it. Your captain was in the right, so I was glad to. Or the crew didn't deserve to be slaughtered. Both of these are true. Nonetheless, it did us a little good. I've never seen anything like that beast before. The way it tore the ship apart? In this island, something is wrong here. What curse has befallen us? All I know is we need to work together if we're gonna survive. Aye, there's no disagreeing with this. My men and I have naught to offer save for our fire and what shelter these huts may provide. Beds in sight if you require, but little else. One last thing. Favor I'd ask of you. Come across any more of my men, tell them where to find me. Both I and the guild will thank you if you do. Well, I guess I'm going to go walk back over everything else. We're keeping track of time and day, but I don't know if there's like time-based events or penalties. Noah turns his back on you and joins the men around the fire. I have some questions. What attacked the Zephyr? I've never seen anything like it. There are beasts in the depths, but nothing like this. It was like something out of a sailor's nightmare. Blessed dead, how will we ever get off this island? What do you know about this place? They literally have no idea. We all washed up together. I've been here before, years ago. Didn't leave Horn back then, but it was nothing like but a backwater port, like any other. Full of people, not too fond of strangers, superstitious fishermen, nothing like that. Don't you feel it? Air smells strange, like right before a thunderstorm. And the beasts. I tell you, I've sailed around the Empire for near on 20 years, and I have never seen creatures like these. Then there are the men. The men? We saw men stalking in the fog. Dangerous men, I thought. And came across some of their handiwork. Tommen and Dill, the cabin boy, black arrows in their back, and both of them. Best to keep far away from. What the others survive? Where should I look for them? Currents brought us straight ashore, so if the dead are with us, any survivors would have landed on this here shoreline. I want to start by searching the cliffs just to the north. Also, others are bound to have landed on the same area where you landed. Finally, there's a lighthouse to the southeast. Some may have headed there. Okay. Tired but grateful smile. Talk to Snow. Rope. Really, they don't need all this fish and rope. Picked up rope. Didn't even stop to think about it. Word loaf? Absolutely. Oh, you? Hello. Do you wish to hire this mercenary for 300 gold? A mercenary is a blank character that you get to create from scratch and add to your party. How much gold do we have? I would love to, if I can. Can I give you valuables? I found so many valuables. We have 183 gold. Will you take this doll, this ornate game piece, this picture? How about this Archon's eye? Recipe for roasted eat. Oh, we can cook here. We can't cook here. Are there men in the fog here? Whoops. A sudden sound makes you stop dead in your tracks. Someone or something is charging towards you through the tall grass. Who goes there? A woman dressed in the livery of the Nautical Guild emerges from the fog. Panic is written on her face and she's panting heavily. They're right behind me, the woman shouts excitedly. Leva, what's going on? Cat grabs the woman by the shoulders. What are you talking about? A pack of lean, growling predators emerges from the fog. The hounds snarl and then lunge at you. Casting. I love you so much. Good night. Dreams. Cat-like. Maybe I'll start everyone a little further back. Oh, but I can't control her, so... that'll be fine. Oh, I get to attack. Incredible. That's how it can go. Bless you for saving my hide. I saw smoke rising from the south and was making my way here when these mongrels picked up my scent. I need to get going, but be sure to come visit the camp. Might have some things to trade. Mercantilism? I'm sure Laughter Cap is just a clean, wholesome mushroom with no other effects. Just good, clean nutrition. Well, it's a good thing I went around rubbing my face against all the surf. Oh, the Zephyr. Laying ahead of you like some gargantuan beach sea creature, the smashed remains of the Zephyr. You shudder to think of the monstrosity that caused the demise of the once elegant ship. What manner of terror was that creature? Cat muses with reading. The ship is utterly shattered, with its hull broken in half. It seems impossible that the ship would have remained afloat for long enough to settle in these cliffs in its current condition. It's almost as if something placed it here, though for what reason you can only guess. As far as you can tell, there is currently no way into the ship, though that may change as it shifts in the... Look at... a scrimshaw! Do sailors like that? Is that going to go over well in this economy? Back house of Milo, the Milo's delicious. Thank you so much. Force this open real quick. No one will care. Crab? Incredible. We get to trade goods for coin. And then we might be able to trade that coin for services if we can be so lucky. Bone comb. Bone comb. Woo woo. Another monolith. A grim monolith rises from the rugged landscape. Ancient and weathered, the stone must have stood here for centuries. Painted on it are crude spiral-shaped runes, and at the base of the monolith lie piles of eggshells, flowers, fishbone. Your eyes are drawn in by the mesmerizing spiral symbol. For a brief moment, it almost seems to shift. You avert your eyes and instead shift the small pile of offerings with your foot. It occurs to you these can't be more than a few weeks old, perhaps days. Mother of Maelstroms? Good to see you again. Just glad to see I'm not the only one left alive. Looking to barter a bit? I want to barter so bad. This is my first store I've come across. Small metal hook used by locals to catch a variety of fish. Vendor will pay you 1 GP for this. It is trinket. I think you only sell. Finely carved from whalebone. These combs provide a small modicum of luxury to the women and long-haired men of the Outer Isle. Not short-haired women, though. Oh no, all women, so including short-haired women. You can sell that. Crab is food. I will bake that crab. Grimshaw, small carving made from walrus teeth. Vendor will pay you 1 GP. Well, we don't need these crude clubs. Get them out of here. Rags? It's reasonable. You're not going to pay me any for that. Oh, we can sell a shovel. We shouldn't need more than one. We have so many lanterns. Oh my gosh, they're worth so much. Well, she's buying for 8, but they're worth 20. How much gold do we? We now have... Oh, she's got 985. Sell multiplier is 0.57. Buy multiplier is 0.39. Sufficient is 0. Restocks in 2 days. Hound deer. So we want to sell like the low value stuff. But I'd also like to get up to 300 gold if we can. Like 59 more. Crowbar. Arrows. 1 GP per arrow, though. That's not worth it. Steelfin? That's fish stew, though. Sell back their own steelfin. Immunity to acid. That would probably, like, easy win the slime encounter if I realized I had. We don't have anyone who even needs this, but I would like to hire someone as that. I'm going to make that mercenary like a hierophant. Adds condition intoxicated. Removes afraid. I will sell both my... Oh, just the one brain. Fortified will and intoxicated. I will sell the brandy. Sorry, dodging ads. We still need 48 gold. Take the scrimshaw. Take the hook. A game from a set of pieces belonging to the game Lancer. I have all of those. Potion to cure poison. Well, one ingredient for a potion to cure poison. Oh my gosh. I hope poison isn't that bad. We only need 28 more. Rat tails. Potion to cure disease will pay us 1 gold. As a bounty, I hear. Messed up, but I will profit from it. Firewick insect. Potion of fire resistance. Garbage. Nautical Guild Seal. No interest. He's from the Nautical Guild. Moral. Can sell our moral. And considering if we really want to spend all of our wealth that we've ever acquired pretty much on a mercenary, and I think I do. Because we super don't have any healing and I think we need it. Can you get a story recap? Oh, yes. But I think I'll do it after I come back from break because I've been delaying it for far too long. I don't want to get like weirdly corrupted or rushed. But it's a lot, so it'll also give me a second to like think it over. Honestly, it's pretty simple if you're familiar with fantasy and cosmic horror tropes. I know you've played Divinity, so actually it should be pretty succinct. Dark spawn. That's money. We need 5 more gold, and I've got a minute to do it. Take this fork. Take the stall. We need 1 more gold. A hound. Okay. I've made 300 gold. For some reason, I needed that to be on stream. We'll give Bezos his 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. I could have spent that break going over mercenary hiring stuff, but I didn't. Instead, I got up and stretched and talked to my husband. I did not give him a story recap, though, so I could save it for stream. Okay. So, our player character, who we built, I don't know how much of this is based off of, like our background choice, for instance. We were friends with a lord's daughter, illegitimate daughter. who was probably born through some skeevy cult situation. Her name's Embla, if I'm remembering right. We were friends with her as kids because our dad was the Master of Arms at the time, which I guess makes us a noble. I'm not sure how that story shifts if you pick a different background. Well, her dad, who we're also cool with, hired us because we've since, this is irrelevant, but we actually lost contact with her for a while and the whole family because our dad is kind of a piece of shit and got us both exiled. But we're cool, so Lord calls us back to help to ask us to help find his daughter, who ever since she was a child expressed some kind of weird magical aptitude. What happened to her is she became obsessed with coming to this island. And we thought it was all fine. But now there's like monsters and shipwrecks and people are going mad and Lovecraftian nonsense is going on. It was like, this is concerning. Would you please go check on her and bring her back if necessary? And on arrival, our ship was destroyed by a kraken. And we're trying to recover from that and reach a state where we can venture into the port city of Horin and figure out what happened to our childhood friend. And that's all we know so. So how is that? Do you feel recapped? Oh, that's a bed. I thought that was a sack of flour. Wish to hire this mercenary for 300 gold. Mercenary is a blank character you get to create from scratch and add to your... I think we need them because we have 0 healing and it seems... So, who do we get that can be a healer? Hierophant is the divine caster. Hospitalier is a cleric who serves as a frontline healer, well-armed and armored. They get access to the highest tiers of body magics. The value of this attribute indicates the highest spell tier of body magic spells you can... Oh. Okay, what kind of feats do you get though? You get a background for the merc. You can be from a monastery who served the holy orders of the empire from the safety of one of its walled monastic communities. You're recruited into guild service early age. As the saying goes, work for the illustrious guilds tends to leave you with gold in your blood on your hand. Sword, literally. With the once mighty legions of the Empire in decline, this is an age of sellswords and mercenaries. There is no shortage of those willing to pay professionals to wreak violence on others, and you are very good at your job. You want someone good at their job. Get a snake cultist, they're immune to poison. Club bonus damage, we can make them a thug. You've perfected the noble art of solving problems with brute force. +1 to club. +5 attunement and an acolyte. You claim a connection with the divine that goes far deeper than most. Whether legitimate or not, you're always ready to dispense holy with the imperial gospel or the profane ramblings of a heretic. We need a heretic right now. Attunement describes a character's magical energy and determines how many spells can be cast. Attunement refills fully when the character rests in different classes use different root abilities. So, present is your main attribute. Would that be... What class are you again? I can't go back. This is awful. I can't even remember which one I picked. Presence does increase your attunement, though. I think I picked the front line. So something like this seems nice. Get in a classic heavy armor cleric. Healing used in camp to increase the rate of wound recovery for wounded characters. Influence the amount of vitality regained from healing. You can't be better at diplomacy. Alright, let's wait. You can be aware and healy and survivally. These are feats derived from your class. Gain spellcasting abilities. You must purchase ranks in the relevant violet feat tree. More spells can be learned by studying spell tomes that you acquire on Cleric Weapons Initiative. So this one gives you... That's violet, right? No, divine spellcast. This isn't violet. This is freaking cyan. Dare you? Imperial Litany. Fortified Will removes fearful and panicked. Body Magic Initiate. Oh my gosh, Tashemi, hi. How are you doing? How was your stream? Inner lay on hand. I'm Alia. I play a variety of games. Right now I'm playing SKALD Against the Black Priory. It's styled after like old Commodore 64 CRPGs. Like the old AD&D titles. But it's actually a fairly recent one. If you need to relax after your raid, absolutely do that. Otherwise, feel free to stay and hang out. Mind. I think this will be fine. I didn't notice if we're actually getting heavy armor, and I can't go back and check the class. This seems good. Put everything into healing. What magic expert? You know, and I'll cast tier 2. I don't even have 4 ranks to... I could instead get shield training and failings, and that sounds better to me right now. Pick 2 new body magic school 1 spells to learn. Lay on hands, serpent's great. Oh, I can right click to learn what it is. I was about to complain about that. It's got cascade. Do I get to cast more spells for free if they cost less? Each spell has a cascade difficulty. When casting a spell, the caster tests their spell aptitude test against the cascade difficulty of the spell. If they succeed, they get to take another action. If they fail, their turn ends. Oh wait, it is! It does let you cast more spells. This allows casters to chain spells together. A caster can cascade a number of spells together equal to their max cascade attribute. I have no idea if I have that. Anyway, what's Serpent's Grace do? Targets an ally adjacent to the caster. Adds fortified agility. So I could power up Cat. Or I could power up... I'm going to take Bear Strength. I suppose you can... Actually... Hey Sunzu, how do you feel about a cleric? Oh, I didn't realize. In responding in chat because he's actually playing Helldivers. No, honey. You're dying. So then you can be the main Begman. It's okay. I'm gonna make him a generic beardy. I can't even like customize his characters for. They're so healery. If you do have a name suggestion, I'll take it. Norris. I just heard excited whispering. He glances over. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris doesn't fit, and neither does Nuck Choris, which is what I tried to put in. Nuck Chorus fits. I'll go with Nuck Chorus. Is you? What do you want to be? This beard man? I'll call him Sunzu. He's shaking his head. I'm sorry. It's too late. No beard? I can't. It's either Sunzu or Nuck Choris. Make him Nuck Chorus. So you don't have to have a beard. He nodded. I can't put a space in it. Did I break it? No. Okay, I just had to hit it. I do wish you could back out. Like, throughout that entire process. I could hit abort, but I think it goes back, like, the whole way. Roland leveled up. I believe we've already gone through this. We gave him, word. I got so much vitality. And 9 more points to distribute. Barrack weapons expert. Club accuracy and damage. Let's defend ally. It's a maneuver. Targets an ally adjacent to the caster. That's conditioned defending. Oh, so you make someone else defend. I'll get club accuracy. Your moderate disease, lay on hand, feet of foot. Generate pestilence. All opponents in the aura target area severely diseased. -2 agility, minus. And blessing, touch, mark of heroism, hammer of light, holy light, touch of condemnation. Aura of fear, clear senses, fortify awareness, fortify. Sublime protection. There's some nice stuff in here. I want that spirit magic though. Oh, we still have 1 extra rank. You can get Imperial Litany if we want. Or we can save it and get a point of phalanx. I think we'll save it and get a 2 spirit magic, school 1 spell. I literally, what is holy light? Illuminated and inspired. +2 to hit. Hammer of light. Just deals damage. But it's blessed. Oh, +1 to like everything. Nothing says that doesn't stack. +2 to damage. Oh shoot, I wanted mind magic. I wanted the fear aura. I'm so like, these are good though. I'd like to know how long it lasts. Wait. Lasts until end of combat? Lasts until end of combat? End of combat. -2 to everything. 4 to 8 plus magical aptitude damage. This sublime. I have no idea. That is plus 2 damage for rest of combat. That is plus 2 to hit until end of turn. Blessed lasts until end of combat. Holy crap. You get 2 new body magic school tools. Need moderate lay on hand. Cure disease. They would be. There's our guy. Nothing can stop us now. We can heal. Windsoat shore where you land on an Aegis and abandon the farm. There's a survivor here. We can tell about the camp. Barrel. I didn't mean to. And then after this, I'm gonna go back to the lighthouse and see if we can do it now that we've got what's his name? Nuck? Oh, we got Nuck. Stop rolling. We explored the cave, we just didn't fully. We got the main thing in. Tell the sailor about the other survivors. And thanks you profusely and hastily makes his way towards the camp where his comrades are waiting. Yeah, what kind of stuff do you have? You don't have any lore. I'm not gonna hire anyone who I think is smarter than me. I think they should all come live in the lighthouse. It would be better for everyone. I don't remember exactly where the guy was. And I can't easily scroll around this map. think I definitely went too far. What do we spot? The handhold? The eggs? A crate on the inside of the house? Take it. Certainly, there's not going to be any consequences for anybody if we just take all their food. Where was he? Here you are. And thanks you profusely and heads back. And we will save. Oh, that's the cave out. That's the crabs that we were supposed to sneak up on. Yeah, we did totally sneak up on them like both times or something. Forwards and crit this crab, and we can cast a spell. We can finally cure Cat's disease. He's heroically inspired. I don't think I actually cast it correctly. I'll just cure your disease. Which I could have done out of combat, but, you know. She's so cured. I never equipped this man with anything. He's already almost out of mana. I'll lay on hands myself. Cascade, I can cast again. I don't know if I want to, but I can. Punch it. Cat leveled up. I didn't have to waste mana healing her. I should have just let her live with the disease. Okay, inventory. You have nothing. You should have a Warhammer. Now you're a cleric. We also need to get you a shield like Asa. We never found that bow. Okay, let's level up Cat. What are your attributes? Pretty balanced on it. Mostly agility. Hiding combat. That's what we've been waiting for pretty much. You want pierce armor? An attack that is armor piercing. An attack that is armor piercing with target soak value. Or we can increase backstab damage again. That one, please. Let's save. Force that open. There's the bow we were just talking about. Do not go that way. Can you use it? You can't. Actually, what is your... You? Me too. We're so alike, you. That's another reason I kind of wanted to be a paladin. We dive. We north. We east. We Wait, it said we immediately recognized the cruel spiral, the crude spiral. Wonder if that was different. I kind of skipped past it. Healing, +5. We've got someone with healing. Success. Nuck has a healing score of 5. The dead stare indignantly at you with empty eye sockets as you examine their naked form. You find several lesions, no doubt caused by the strange instruments around them. As you look more closely, it becomes clear to you that these are not the incisions that are commonly associated with the removal of organs for embalming. In fact, from what you can tell, the corpse's organs are still intact. Ritual seems to have served another purpose, though what you cannot possibly guess. Oh, that was fun. And none of us have a lore score more than 5 still. Oh look, a box. It disintegrates. We get a ritual dagger. Blood will flow. We're still using all bladed weapons. And I went into this knowing what it was going to be. Well, I might as well put on the good dagger. She's going to be using a dagger. Honestly, the club would have been better from the get-go, because I can't rely on crits, which is the dagger's strong suit. Honestly, yeah, just put on the... No, the club can go to, Okay. Hide. That's 4 to 5. This is 1 to 3. But might still be better. You get so many. Oh, backstabs are not going to be a factor in this. I remember. Be the mark of heroism. Shift around a little bit. We can minor lay on me. I think we'll just hit him. Oh, we're still dying from poison. Can hide in combat. We're effectively spreading our damage around across all of us. You, acid immunity, not poison immunity. That's why I thought it wouldn't be useful here. If I step back, I disengage in that fall. Oh, Allie's down. That's fine. She wasn't doing anything anyway. Hope you're having a great day and I'm staying safe. I'm very safe, thank you. How are you doing, Elsa? I don't know if we can do this, though. Not yet. We are not good enough adventurers to face down 3 slimes. I mean, we got 1. Doing good. Ducky laying on bed. Very happy because she got her dental bone. Very nice. Very lucky doggo. You might actually barely be able to make it through here. Incredibly. Wait, no, they resist blunt as well. Okay, we're panicking. That's not good. Never mind. We are in fact not good enough adventurers to take on 3 slimes, not yet. Don't be jealous. What of the dental bone? I got my dental bone already. We'll take our bow and get out. This man's gonna be in the lighthouse forever. We'll try this one maybe. You equipped? You're equipped. This one destroyed us. Maybe we'll go a little better this time. I'll give you the mark of heroism. Oh, give me the mark of heroism. How about that? And you can sneak over here. That wasn't a sneak attack? Or a backstab or whatever? I was so hidden. I had no idea. We can do it again if we want. Kind of do. Kneel forwards. I wish everyone wasn't just like off fighting their own crab. Ideally, they'd all be sharing crab. You know what? I misclicked. We're fixing the everyone's fighting their own crab situation, I guess. Not that we needed to. Roland's just taking care of the situation. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have put Roland. That was a little dangerous. Hey, it was fine. Look, everyone's totally fine. We couldn't do that fight before. And now we're through without any consequences. Free 4 versus difficulty 10. I'll take it. Pick it open. Pick it open. Jade necklace and 2 gold. It was all worth it. Totally. Oh no, maybe the jade necklace is worth so much if we find any merchant willing to take treasure for even half its value. It was worth it for the experience. Which is to say the character per. I'm gonna nap in the lighthouse. I'm not even gonna climb up there because if we do happen to fall and we're debuffed from being I don't want Roland to like die in the over. I don't know what happens then. We do need more food now, but we've actually been pretty. Oh wait, we can. No, everyone's tired, so we probably should attempt to craft if we don't have to. Three omelets. And 2 raw eggs. A perfect meal for an adventuring party of 4. What's Nuck good at? We made him good at survival. Specifically for foraging. You can forage. Roland. That's all you're good at. You can forage too. You can attempt to fletch so that maybe you'll get arrows. And you know, how good is motivate? Motivate is like kind of good. I'm gonna motivate. I'm gonna motivate everyone. Look at that. Look at our healthy, strong party. No one found any food, but that's okay. Maybe Roland did. I didn't catch it. No. A few coins. 34 of them. No, it can't be. Sold for like 6. From that survivor back in this effort. Oh my gosh, I didn't switch, but it's fine. I'm also good at athletics. I'm realizing it's already 2. That's normally when I end stream. What if I don't want? Winding coastal road constricts as steep cliffs press in. The dense fog reduces visibility to a mere stone's feeling uneven. Then, as in response to your concern, a bizarre monstrous growl echoes through the cliffs ahead of you. Frozen mid-step, you scan the mists when the unmistaken stench of rotting flesh is wafted to large and dead. Roland places his hand on the hilt of his weapon as he scowls and keep your wits about you. I fear we may have our work cut out for us. We recommend. I say we forge ahead, but let's keep our wits about us. I'm inclined to agree with the big man. Kat adds as she looks around. Agree, let's go. Roll hard as you ponder the danger. Difficulty 1. Ward is a dangerous place where you can quickly end up facing very dangerous beings, yeah? Sometimes the best tactic is to leave a fight for later as you level up and gather more equipment and allies. Oh, I learned hard. Remember, you can change the difficulty of the game at any time. You can even create your own custom difficulty. That's true. I love that about games, when games do that. I will save. I think I'll go for a little bit longer because I also started late. I'll see everyone in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. We are hiding because we were told to keep our wits about us. We're bad at that. You carefully pick your way forwards when movement on the top of the cliffs catches your eye. Robed and hooded figures emerge. They appear to be tracking the edge of the cliff. Or the rabid dogs. It's Roland. To your horror, you realize what the party is dragging. Naked man and woman, bound and gagged, are struggling desperately as they are mercilessly pushed towards the edge of the cliff. No, whispers Cast, almost too loud. You have to do something. We have to do something. Oh. One of the cultists shouts and points towards the surf in elation. Utter horror fills the eyes of the moribund couple. Moribund? You follow their gaze and turn to see, emerging from the surf, a creature of sheer horror. Larger than any sea creature you fought so far, a hulking shape greedily waddles towards the face of the pincers snapping, tentacles worming greedily. Before you can react further, the cultists hurl the two naked forms from the cliffs. The pair impact the ground below with a sickening splat and surprising speed. The hulking beast falls upon the remain. Standing transfixed, you watch as the horror consumes the unfortunate round. Sickening snaps and wet tops fill the air. All the while, the robed cultist stands, swaying and chanting on the wall. Well, that's awful. I am not going to attack it. Look at it. My diplomacy is... at stealth is 4? I would rather attempt to sneak away because I feel like it gets me out of the situation faster. Cat must roll a 10 or above on 2d6. She does have a stealth of 6. I think that's the best shot we had. Success! We rolled exactly what we needed, but we did bring glory upon thine answer. You don't dare to breathe as you slowly pick your way back along the way you came. As soon as you feel certain you're out of sight, panic takes over. You run as fast as you can. By the time you stop, you're utterly exhausted. That is exhausting. Us until next rest. That's awful. We're fresh. Before the unmistakable mess, Waller in desperation, a refugee camp crawls around a small farmstead like a festering wound, but they're surviving. What are you trying to say? Hello? Soldier dressed in the ragged remains of what you assume is the library of Horan. He looks hungry, shaken, and on edge. Talk to the Chamberlain over in the barn if you want something. Leave me alone. These people are doing, like, fine for themselves considering they're, like, rushed out of their homes. Entering the ragged camp, you notice a small crowd nearby, arranged in an awkward-looking ring. In the center stands a formidable armored woman. She carries an unmistakable air of authority, and the insignia on her armor marks her as a cleric of the Order of Sepulchites. Nuck. You're wasted. An imperial religious order tasked with caring for the dead. The tattered band of refugees surrounding her are agitated, shouting over one. But there are so few of us. Horn was home to 200, and we're but a few score left, cries a ragged man with tears in his eyes. By the golden corpses, there must be survivors, beseeches another. And who are we to send? Half of us won't live through the next market day, and the other half ain't fit to hold as much as a stick, an old crone interjects, panic quivering in her voice. The crowd erupts in a cacophony of desperate appeal. Eric raises her arms and the crowd falls silent. Her sonorous voice rings out. We may indeed be cursed, but Alden is right. There may yet be survivors in Horan, and it's my duty to go to their aid, or at least learn what fate befell them. This could have been me. The assembly erupts again, some blessing the cleric in tears of hope, others clinging to her robes while pleading for her to not risk her life. Through the crowd, the woman catches sight of you and nods curtly. She turns away and begins to load up on apples? Supplies. No doubt intent on making good on her promise. The panicked refugee. That's a protagonist if I ever saw one. Dog? Imposing cleric holds up a palm in greeting. Welcome to our new home, stranger. People of this island know me as Trina. I serve the Golden Dead, and this camp, these people are under my protection. You hear? I'm looking for some. You're on Idra. That may prove to be a difficult task given the tempest that's engulfed this island. How so? Leans back, her eyes still flinty. Are you not aware of the situation? These people say the island is surely doomed. Her eyes bore into you, gauging your reaction. What say you? There's always hope, in this life or beyond it. However, I have seen things these last days that I cannot readily explain or reconcile with my faith. Our graveyards have been overflowing as a stranger killing stranger for no good reason. And of course, I think, brother and brother, husband and wife, it's become a tide of ruin. I implored the governor to intervene and investigate, but as usual, he did nothing but cower in his villa and peer over his wall. I was telling Sinzu that, well, Sinzu and I have talked before about, like, this trope in fantasy where, like, oh, there's a wolf in the road, it's going to, like, send itself against your party of 4 armed adventurers because it's a wolf and you're in its territory and grr grr grr. When more likely it's going to see, oh, 4 humanoids. I have no reason to go out of my way to attack these people. And if I do attack them and they put up fight for like a second, I'm probably just going to try to get out of there. Because I am a living creature with my own, what do you call it? I don't have one, so it's hard to remember. Survival instinct. But here, it's like, oh wow, all the animals are turning violent for some reason. And I've commented about this before too, on like RPGs, where you're traveling the roads and just like random berserker man or bandit comes out of the bushes swinging a greatsword at you. It's like, these Ashlanders are territorial, but like, I was kind of just sort of close by. They could have shouted some threats and I would have just walked away. Why are they immediately going to the fight? Anyway, the governor, a drunken buffoon in my estimate. He did not deserve to die, however, and I don't think he made it out of Horan. Marcus, his chamberlain, did, however. I suppose he's the closest we're to a leader at the moment, though he may wish it were not so. Then a few nights ago, pandemonium erupted. Bands of armed men and women roamed the town, hacking down anyone they came across. Some folks claim those that did not die on the spot were dragged away to suffer some unknown fate. My order and I joined what sane guardsmen remained in the chaos and tried to stem the tide, but we were driven from the city in a panicked exodus. We considered retaking the town, but we had scores of wounded, so we retreated. Better to save the lives not yet lost. We set up this camp to regroup and care for the wounded. But a shadow hangs over. The wounded do not recover, and those still on their feet slowly lose their mind or heart. We need answers. Rena gestures at the refugees languishing in the camp before continuing. And it's my duty to seek them out, if they exist. I must venture to find a way back into Horan, and thence somewhere darker, I fear. Failing that, the situation here in the camp is getting untenable. Anything that can be done to improve it is a small victory. Are you planning to go alone? If I must, doomed or not, it's all dust in the end, and I intend to die in armor. But from what I can tell, we must both tread the same terrible path? Though our reasons may differ, surely there is safety to be had in numbers. I would follow you anywhere. There's no room for you in my company, but I'll help nonetheless. No, shut up. I care not for helping. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Let's join forces. It's her! Excellent. Drina's face lights for an instant. These people, my people, I feel their pain, and we will mourn together later. For now, they deserve answers. And by the Emperor's bones, I'll get them. I have some questions first. Drina looks expectantly at you, one brow arched. Do you know about Embla? Drina fidgets with a heavy-looking ring on her finger while she listens to your description of Embla. She's certainly not in the camp. I can't say I remember seeing her in Horan, but perhaps that bodes well for your quest. So, one of the primary tasks of my order is to care for the dead, and I can say with certainty that I didn't like to arrest anyone matching her description before the fall of Horan. Have any suggestions on where to look? Beyond traveling to Horan, you may want to ask around here in camp. A few of the merchants survived. Perhaps she visited one during the day. Who do you think attacked Horan? The Reavers came from inside the town. I recognize some of them as sailors, fishermen, and whalers. Locals, mostly from old Edron families. Perhaps they belong to one of the lodges. Lodges? Yeah, there are long traditions on Idra for the fishermen and sailors to band together in fellowships known as lodges. From what I understand, they serve mainly as combines for fair distribution of the day's catch. But there are persistent rumors of them serving other purposes. Our order is an imperial one. The locals would be loath to discuss such, but I've always suspected they practiced pre-imperial customs of ocean, including offerings to ensure safe travel and time to go. Before we leave, we should seek out Marcus, our leader of sorts. He's holed up in the stable trying to organize the mess of a camp. Holy ashes, no one tries harder than him. The task at hand is monumental and he needs help. This is Dreen. She's level 4 now. She is... She's a Nuck. She's Nuck, it turns out. She's just hotter Nuck Choris. He has me. He has shield, breastplate, the bard. Okay. So his attunement's 29. Hers is also 29. He is ever so slightly tougher. Is our main, like, stat difference. So, I'm gonna get Mind Magic. That's what I meant to give him before. Aura of Fear, Clear Senses, Fortify Will, Instill Courage, Sublime Projection. Holy Lance? Holy Lance! Targets all opponents in a line? Yes. You can also have Phalanx, and you can have Body Magic. There, so they got different spells. Save and exit. I could give her Imperial Litany. Pick 2 new Mind Magic School 1 spell. Aura of Fear. That's what I did all this for. What is Instill Courage? Adds condition, Fortified Will. +2 willpower. Lasts until end of combat. Oh, no, Instill Courage. Targets all allies, adds condition inspired. That's what I do. It also removes fearful and panicked. Sublime Projection. Targets any opponent anywhere in the battle. It deals magical damage. Clarity of Mind. Removes conditions with blindness, deafness, and silence. Also, +2 intellect and +2. Aura of Fear. How long does this last? Until end of combat, I suppose. So it increases our awareness inside combat. So not like for finding. Will themes, and it is an aura. Are you seriously not going to give her the one that inspires everyone just because your character can do that and you don't want to be overshadowed? Yes, that's true. You can do magical damage. Pretty cool. Sublime Project. Touch of Confusion. We were soaring ever higher. Adds confusion. Roll a successful willpower at end to remove. What's it do? Confused. Negative condition. Add status tag confusion. Oh, it does not act. So it's more like a stun. What's stunning touch? Adds condition stunned. And some damage. Cannot act during combat. They're also vulnerable for the duration. That's so good. Searing Light. All opponents in the aura. Adds condition fearful. And deals magic damage. Dual Mind. Removes charmed confusion, insanity, and bleeding. Bleeding? Oh, and also vitality. That's incredible, actually. Stunning touch. Stunning touch sounds. You can have Serpent's Grace. Your moderate poison is tempting. I feel like I need to have Minor Lay on hand, so that's got as many sources as possible. Pure moderate poison, though. Might be better than Fortified Agility. Anyone know anything about Embla? Oh yeah, there's merchants. We can mercantile. Hey kid, you want to buy something? The child is ragged and muddy and crying in great big sobs. As you approach, she wipes her nose and looks up at you, her eyes widening somewhat at the sight of Roland. I'd prefer we just got on with our work. What's wrong? I can't find Frogger. I just had him and I was playing and now he's gone and all alone somewhere. Who's Frogger? Frogger's small and green and fluffy and he's my best friend and now I've lost him. The girl looks truly heartbroken. I'll have a look. He doesn't like to be alone. He's afraid of the hounds. Well, if I see Frogger. Are you a merchant? Nope. Stench of disease and moans of the dying lie thick in the air of the makeshift infirmary. An aging cleric shuffles back and forth as he tries his best and to he exchanges a word glance with pretty wooden chest. Gonna piss anyone off? Rena? No one seems to care about that. Oh, a profane necklace of thievery, if you insist. An exquisitely crafted necklace that could be quite valuable. +1 to the... Well, there certainly can't be anything wrong with putting it straight on my rogue. Recipe for cheese sandwich. We can cook. Baked mushrooms. Just the mushrooms is not a valid recipe. Just a bunch of fish, also not a valid recipe. A crime if you ask me. Give me... I think the mushroom omelet is actually better for you. Oh, sorry, Kat's actually the better cook. Drina, how do you cook? Better. Better than I do. Just traveling the wasteland with her backpack full of layer after layer of omelet. This goes in fish stew. This goes in fish stew. Anything else? I mean, I'd put half of this in fish stew, but I also never had fish stew. Just those ingredients, not a fish stew make. Balding man with a hard, wrinkled face, the texture of old leather, stands on the wall of the farmhouse. He's thoughtfully chewing a straw as he dejectedly surveys the muddy chaos that was once his well-kept farm. Man mutters something under his breath and spits as a group of refugees pass. As he notices you lingering, he fixes you with a bitter frown. What do you want? More leeches come to bleed me. Your farm? If you can call it that. It's ruined. Oh, my crops are trampled and my goats are gone. We're going to starve next year thanks to this catastrophe. Seems you're better off than the people living in the camp. Gobson turns his back to you. Wait, I have questions. Man's eyes narrow. You can see his jaw muscles sensing. How do you feel about the camp? Bloody wretches, they could have gone anywhere, but my farms were closest, and now they've picked me clean and trampled my fields. We're ruined. Got it. Somebody stuffed it in a barrel. Did you find him? Did you find Frogert? Is this the reptilian rascal? Frogert! The girl snatches the stuffed animal from you and showers it in hugs and kisses. She then turns towards you, but instead of giving you a hug, she dashes past you and throws her arms around Roland's waist. The old warrior looks startled at the sudden show of affection. All right, girlie. You've had your frog back. There's proper work to be done now. The girl steps back. Frogert says thank you. Glad to help. Despite the squalor surrounding the girl, she's now smiling from ear. Frogert's glad to be back. Hey, do you want to play a game? Of course. What could be more important? It's a rhyme. All the kids in my street play it, or at least we used to, I guess. She hesitates for a moment before proceeding with... The movements are left, left, both, right, both, skip. Let's try them first, and then we can add the words. Sinzu, I need to make a note. Pen. Pencil. I didn't notice the pencils there early. by the way. Left, left. Both. Right. Yep. Let's try. You and Marsa face each other, and you can help but feel a little out of place as you engage in the clapping game with a small girl. Left. Left. Both. Right. Both. Yep. You did it! Now let's add in the words. Say them. Just say them after me. You and Marsa proceed to repeat the pattern. This time the girl begins to recite a rhyme. Beware, beware, don't dare to sleep. It brings you dreams of ebb and flow, of churning seas and dreadful deep, and waves that lay the mountains low. What a delightful rhyme. I don't think I need to write that part because it'll certainly remind me. And also it would take a while and be hard. But fear the mother most of all, awake before you hear her bell. 1,000 young will hear her call, and that was how the giants fell. Trina cuts in with a surprisingly harsh tone. Girl, where did you learn such superstitious bilge? Marsa looks up at Trina with a startled look. All the children are doing it. I thought... Trina's face softens slightly. I don't think it is fitting, my girl. Certainly not now. Allie, let's just be on our way. Really callous of her. The man before you has the look of a high-ranking imperial bureaucrat. However, there's little pump left in him now. His robes are ragged, his cheeks hollowed, his spectacles cracked. He mumbles to himself as he despondently pores over stacks of papers and maps. He looks up at you with a start. What's this then? More mouths to feed, or by some miracle do you come laden with supplies, medicine, and men-at-arms? Trina gives the man a strict look. Marcus, we're in no position to turn allies away. Common courtesy will go a long way. Careful, little man. I've gotten in trouble by saying that. Not the kind of trouble you might think. I'll say nothing. And sighs and sinks further back in his... Forgive me, I'm not myself. The world seems to be coming undone, and I am left holding the pieces. Taps his balding head with a piece of cloth. Marcus Stonehold at your service. Chamberlain at the most glorious office of the governor of Idra. Takes a sharp little bow. Its words dripping in sarcasm. How may I be of assistance? To offer my assistance, or we're trying to get to Warren? Both are true. I'm going to offer my assistance. Marcus blinks bewildered. Is that so? He gestures to his papers. With the governor missing and the camp overflowing, things are chaotic, to say the least. Any assistance you can offer will surely help me avoid an early. Trina offers a sympathetic smile. If we can help, we will. The color drains from Marcus's face. But Trina... Are you leaving as well? I need you here in camp. We've already discussed this. I cannot do this without you. I'm not a leader. I'm a glorified scribe. Who will keep their spirits up, and what am I going to do when people start dying from the outbreak? All the blood and shit and... You will find your strength, my old friend. The Golden Dead will guide you. Besides, we both know that nothing will be solved by me waiting here in camp. We must try to seize the initiative in whatever way we can. Trina puts her hand on his shoulder. Marcus lets out a deep sigh before looking up. You're right, Trina, as always. Nope. Trina motions towards you. Galleon himself may have provided for it. Marcus looks up at you, seemingly having forgotten you were in the tent. I'm looking for a way into Horde. It started some days ago. I was awoken in the middle of the night by the governor's guards. They told me we were under attack, and the packs of crazed brigands were already roaming the streets, spilling blood by the riverful. I never saw such chaos before. The dead lay strewn in the streets, and we had to sneak. I don't know why sneak was difficult for me. We had to sneak from corner to corner just to get away with our lives. By some stroke of luck, we came upon Drina and a handful of other guards. We managed to make our way to the gate with what survivors we could find. We set up this camp whilst well, frankly, I don't know. All I can do is try to keep us alive till tomorrow. What can I do? Oh, where to start? This camp is a disaster. There's no medicine for the sick and wounded, while madmen and bay for our blood at the gates. Haggard Man wipes his brow. The people are starving around us. Already the very young and very old have begun to pass, and soon none of us will have the strength to fight should the Reavers come for us. In other words, we need food, and we need it fast. Talk to Franzo. He's serving as our cook and quartermaster, and you might know where to start. You'll find him just outside the bar. You mentioned disease? Disease is spreading in the camp. Hierophant Thrall has set up a makeshift infirmary in the main house, but so far he's had little luck in combating the infection. Help him and you'll have helped us all. If there's nothing else, my migraine needs tending to, amongst other things. The Chamberlain gestures to the piles of papers. Oh, I meant to ask questions. You're back. I hope it's for good news. Any idea who the madmen were? From what I hear, those men were bands of local fishermen and sailors. Why would they do something like that? Horn was their home, and for all his shortcomings, there were few imperial officials as lenient as the governor. Where's the governor now? I didn't see him as we made our strategic retreat. I can only assume he died in the chaos. And the cruelest joke of all, that relieves me the ranking imperial official on the island. Is there no way of getting back in? I'd say no. Ivan the Ranger is keeping the city under watch, and he reports the Reavers have sealed its gates. We've found no other way of entering it. Though what you expect to find in there, save a gruesome death, is beyond me. What do you intend to do then? Sit here and wait for death? Certainly not. But with the state of this, with the state this camp is in, it's all we can do to keep death from our throats. If we are ever to hold out until reinforcements arrive, much less retake the town, then we must do what we can to gather our strength. For now, that means food and medicine. Nothing. Got it work for me? For 400 gold. Outrageous. The other mercenary was far more desperate. No, with a leather-like skin covered in sailor's tattoos approaches you. Greetings, milady. Name's Donovan, Dono for short. I'm here looking for someone a lot like you. For what? Well, begging your pardon, but you look less covered in shit than the rest of us lot, and able to carry a blade, milady. What, does that make me queen around here? I serve on the vessel Weathermaid. I'm here on the orders of my first mate, Zara. I'll see what I can do, but he hasn't asked me anything yet. Better you talk to her yourself, or hold up in a large sea cave west of here while the Maiden is undergoing repairs. Zara will be waiting for you there. Here, I'll show you on your map. Dono indicates the position 66 by 91 map of the Outer Isles. Must ask you, do not delay. Dono offers a clumsy bow before making his way to camp. Wait, do I have information on these? No, I do not. Faction is neutral. Towards me, right? I don't think they're very neutral towards each other. I was looking for map. I didn't know I had one of them. One before you has the rugged and vital look of a life lived on the frontier. Though her clothes are rich and tailor-made, she wades through ankle-deep mud with rolled-up sleeves, hefting heavy crates of goods off a broken cart. Need help? No, I'm doing this by myself, or not at all. Okay. Woman hefts the crate back into the cart with a sigh. Forgive me, I'm not myself. There's not been much rest for me amid the chaos. All this jabbering about the end of all mankind is starting to wear on me. In any case, I'm Maya. I run or ran an Imperium in Horan. You're not from Horan, are you? Maya's eyes light up with suspicion. What brings you to... Rescue mission. I'll ask no more, but it seems my merchant's intuition was right. Either way, we may yet be able to help each other. Ah, she's the merchant I've been looking for. Maya hefts the last of her crates off the damaged cart and into her makeshift tent. And I still have a modest selection of weapons. Ask about Imbla. Can't say I remember seeing her, doesn't mean I didn't. My Imperium was always busy. Franzo, the camp cook, used to own the main inn. You'll find him near the stables. If anyone saw her, it'd be... What do you have for sale? Only what I had with me when Horan fell, but I'd be delighted to show you. They're still the same quality goods I'm known for. Whoa. Whoa! Book in a strength recipe, ration recipe. Or chainmail, that's the best armor we've seen so far. Well, nope, there's a breastplate. It's as good as the breastplate, but heavier and worse. Pickaxe used for mining and the right hand to be used as a weapon. We could have arrows. 5 GPs for an arrow. I'm not spending a golden arrow, I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to get good at crafting. A longsword, finally. Hey, what's your rate? Oh, so much better than the other one. Well, is it? I think it might be the same as the other, actually. How much gold do we have? Is that all? Just what we were selling? No, we found like a little bit. Okay, what do we even want to buy here? Not arrows. I want this 50 gold for this longsword. It's not even like... Its accuracy is -1. Quality goods? I can look straight through that longsword. The character you're buying and selling as does affect other. That was actually the best one because of my diplomacy, probably. I don't think I'm going to be doing any of these quests, but I can at least pick the quests up. Grey-bearded cleric thoughtfully wiping blood off his hand. Approach him. Oh, forgive me, I didn't see you there. Are you sick? Fever? Stomach pains? Bloody stool? I don't think so. Should I be worried? The man examines your eyes and looks into your mouth. No, you do in fact seem fine. Sadly, many are not so lucky. Is it as bad as we suspected? Drina asks. Brawl leans in and his voice drops to a whisper. I fear it is worse. Some sort of infection is spreading, and so far I've been unable to cure it. With neither spell nor concoction. I am, in fact, at my wit's end. A note of desperation creeps into the old man's voice. Anything I can do? If I can't find a cure, this outbreak may be the death of us all. Oh, I wouldn't know where to start, that is. A woman, Hannah, came to me with her boy, struck down by the outbreak. She appeared a simple girl, and when she pleaded with me to look for fulcrum, and she appeared a simple girl, and when she pleaded with me to look for a folk remedy, full stop, end of sentence. I chided her for it, called her foolish. Surely imperial medicine would prevail. Perhaps I was the fool? I wish now I had listened to her. She left camp, but I think she can be found in the little cottage south of here. I beg you, seek her out on my behalf and hear what she has to say. No, certainly imperial medicine knows how to cure this local illness. Anything to trade? I do have a small surplus of supplies, yes. Deals. You're one bardic magic. Ooh. Oh, that sounds so cool. I should have been a bard. Oh wait, no, never mind. Fire Sprite just his fire. I kind of want to start another game up of this on my own. Try out different. Steel. You can also get him to heal you. No news yet, but I have another question about the outbreak. Never mind. I need to get going. Where's the quartermaster? Oh, this guy. You approach a haggard-looking man wearing a threadbare cook's apron. I don't know what you heard, but there's no food or anyone. Complain to the Chamberlain if you want. Just leave me alone. Chamberlain said you needed help. Cook's eyes meet yours for the first time. Honestly, the situation's beyond dire. People are starving by the day. We have no supplies. The old, the sick, the young, they're all dying off. Great. Well, none of us have the strength or courage left to venture out of sight of camp to hunt and forage. Cook looks you up and down, but you look capable enough. Go beyond the walls, look for something more substantial. These people can't live on vegetable broth alone. They eat in fat, especially if there's fighting to be. But look. Bronzo leans in. Old Jacob owned the farm. Might not seem like much to a mainlander. Here on the farm here large enough. You see, Jacob and his family had a large flock of goats when the calamity started, right over there in the enclosure behind. Now the old man told the Chamberlain that the beast bolted when the calamity started, that it drove them all insane if they scattered into the hills. Well, that may be rightly so, but I have my suspicion. Thing he hit. Look, I can't say I blame the man. Us refugees have made a mess of his farm, and if we find hands on those animals, we'll surely fall upon them like locusts. It would ruin him, and truly, it would be a shame if the man lost his livelihood. But better that than having to see children starve. Now you best get going. I see people have started eyeing the rats. I can scrounge around for goat. Why are they all starving? There's pumpkins right here. Potatoes. He's going to be so glad I gathered up all this food. Oh, hi, Sessoth. Here from Emmy. Gonna play a game and need more resources. Follow and talk another time. Fair enough. Hey, you came in once while we were doing Ender Magnolia. Nice to see you again. Hope you're enjoying your game. You approach a man sweating profusely, caked in dirt. He's hunched over and panting, seemingly winded. Who goes there? Man jolts, hefting his shovel as a weapon. Oh, even the shovel I just picked up? Not looking for trouble. Why so jumpy? Why so jumpy, she asks. Well, since you ask, I drew the short straw, and it's fallen upon my wretched shoulders to bury the dead. He shoots Drina a skulking glance. And if I don't get back to it, I'll be food for the fell hounds before you know it. Been here several times. I just didn't know if you follow or not. That's fair. Hellhound. Haven't you seen them? Bloody monsters roam the hills in packs. I ain't never seen hounds like these, bulking and come at night. They do dig up the graves. They can eat the dead right out the very graves. Rena whispers a few words under her breath. In the distance, a howl sounds. The man straightens up like some prey animal sensing a predator. He briefly squints into the perpetual twilight that covers the island before grabbing his shovel, doubling his efforts towards finishing his work. From back to camp, I'll finish the job. The man looks at you with slight confusion and pushes his shovel into your hand. He thanks you profusely and runs back to camp. Drina nods in approval. That was a good deed. Drina will remember that. Work. There are 2 corpses wrapped in linen before you. Their graves have been dug, but they still need to be filled in. Corpses are a man and a woman. Perhaps they were once man and wife. They look well fed, and there is no apparent cause of death. Drina looks stoically at the pair. They're at the Emperor's now, though I wonder what killed them. We can investigate. Nuck's got this. As you look the corpses over, you notice that their abdomens seem distended beyond that of a simple corpse scan. You apprehensively poke at the swelling, and to your horror, the mass begins to squirm and shift. Bury them. Place the corpses in their graves and quickly fill them in. Hard work, and the rugged wilderness around you looms threateningly. As you work, Drina stands above you, chanting. Your words offer comfort to the living and to both. Drina smiles slightly. So many have died the last few days without proper burial or receiving their rites of sepultation. It offers me a small piece of... Wipe the grime from your face as you finish the grim task. Sadly, you suspect these are far from the last grave, but will be made for refugees before this is... Darkness of night is pressing in around you. As you prepare to leave, you notice movement just past the edge of the darkness. Before you manage to call out, slavering horrors charge at you. Hey, it's the hounds! I get to go first this time? We want Aura of Fear. Oh, it's so small. I do not get to cancel. We're aura fearing. Is it still active? I'm guessing probably not. Oh yeah, I've not been getting phalanx bonuses because I put in points on it, and then I never found a shield, ever. We got a hound ear. That's gonna have to be the last thing we do. As much as I literally just want to keep playing this. And might actually keep playing this on a different. I'm gonna have to raid out.